drama rolling out on social media every day. Now they're accusing Tamar of shading Beyonce and K. Michelle. This all started when Tamar appeared on the podcast We Sound Crazy after they asked her about Beyonce's country album and how did she feel about that. Tamar gave a very lengthy answer and people found shade within that.
I think that black country is so necessary. I'm so happy
I agree.
that people with talent who can actually sing country music that are black people are finally getting the recognition they deserve. I don't know. I just really appreciate Beyonce for opening the door for all the other black artists that has, rode that wave. Because it was a couple of people who should not have been singing country black music that was awful. And it was concerning for me.
Care to mention a few?
No, but you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be funny. It just didn't sound good.
Yeah.
And you got to make sure if you're going to step into a new genre of music and represent us, that you got to represent.
That'd be right.
Now, Beyonce got a lot of backlash for doing country from the countryside and her own community. And people were saying that she sounds like R&B over a country beat. But with that being said, I don't think Tamar was shading Beyonce. I feel like she appreciates her art. And she claimed that she liked the fact that she helped other artists in country by doing this album. And Tamar stated that it was other artists who didn't do a good job. And those other artists maybe, just maybe, include K. Michelle because she went from R&B to country music. And it's no surprise that people are guessing who Tamar is shading between Beyonce and K. Michelle because when Beyonce decided to drop a country album, people immediately pinned her against K. Michelle, which led Beyonce to send K. Michelle a bouquet of flowers to let her know, despite what people are talking about, we're good and I support you. People believe Tamar was talking about K. Michelle because they were beefing for the longest. Tamar was a host on the show The Real, where she talked about pop culture topics, and Chris Brown happened to be the topic, and he was dating Karrueche at that time. And her commentary was that Karrueche was only dating Chris Brown for the money because why else would she be dealing with him cheating all the time? Which led Chris Brown to lash out at Tamar, saying that her plastic surgery was effed up and that she always looked like she's saying, huh? And which he then called her a Muppet face. This trended all across social media as people agreed, which led Tamar to cry out on the show.
Exactly what you're talking about because a particular person started saying that I look like a Muppet. And people say it so much, sometimes I start to believe it. And so I even asked Vince, I'm like, do I look like a Muppet?
Oh my God.
He's like, absolutely not.
So that was all the ammunition that K. Michelle needed in the midst of beefing with Tamar because she used that in an interview to shade her.
I would feel some type way. It's really not any beef. I grew up on the Muppets all my life, so I really don't have a beef or anything. It's just she pokes, but it's fine. I understand. I know if I was like, almost 50 and a young hot girl like me came along, I would feel some type way.
So who Tamar was talking about became a growing debate, so she commented on the blog The Neighborhood Talk, y'all want me to be negative so bad. If you did your homework and listened to a few non-commercial artists, you would see what I mean. But go off. I wish everyone the best. Shaking my head. But people were not trying to hear what Tamar had to say because the guessing games continued on in the comment section. Like one user who believed she was talking about Beyonce stated, I agree with you, Tamar. I don't care. She needs to sit down. Let K. Michelle have her shine because she is killing it. It is what it is. Stick to what she does best. I'm not a fan of hers, but go off like my fave Tamar said. More people responded to Tamar's comments stating, I love you, girl, but I need you to be effing for real. Why are you always throwing rocks and hiding your hand? Another one replied, facts. I love her too, but she knows she was shading K. Michelle. Whether she was talking about Beyonce or K. Michelle, it gave hater energy and I don't like it.